Hey guys, it's Alex from the Fabled Academy. In today's video we will talk about the just around the corner World Championship in Flesh and Blood. I am so excited to watch those games online and follow the news of which team in the Team Cup and which individual players make it to the Sunday where everything goes down. So in this video we will speculate on which player will win the World Championship, which hero this player will play, and which team will win the Team Cup. That will be the first time that we actually see this Team Cup being held in Flesh and Blood at the World Championship in Osaka. So don't hesitate to comment down below what your predictions are. And I will also have one or two little snippets at the end here of which I think is very important to know about the World Championship in Flesh and Blood. So let's jump into the video. As I said, the World Championship in Osaka will be held from October the 31st to November the 3rd. And actually my birthday is on October the 31st, so I am not sure how much time I will have to follow along on this day, but definitely will make it on the other days. So the World Championship in Flesh and Blood is a really big thing. Why am I pointing this out? Because there is a very huge prize given out at this event, and a lot of the most competitive players from all around the world are preparing all the year to compete at this event here at the end of this year. So I am super excited to see which player will actually win this whole tournament. And when we see the schedule here, it is pretty packed, and that is due to the new Team Cup that will held with Swiss rounds, but the individual players on the teams will also rewarded get points, so to say, during their single rounds during the tournament. So when we scroll down, we will see individual play, as they say it. We will have team play, but then also the individual play of the individual players of those teams will be counted in to this Team Cup event. But let's start actually by predicting which player will be the new world champion for Flesh and Blood in 2024. And my big prediction is Pablo Pinto, of course. Pablo Pinto, the first Flesh and Blood Pro Tour champion back from the Pro Tour New Jersey. And I think this is the perfect timing that Pablo could win the World Championship in Osaka for Flesh and Blood, because this is basically the only tournament that he hasn't won yet. So it is the perfect stone that he just needs to complete the Infinity Stones. Right. So my big bet is that Pablo will be the next world champion. But when we see or look at the rankings here for the XP from the last 90 days, something caught my eye, I have to say. And that is that when we look at the leaderboard here, we have some known names, of course, in the top rankings, just like Eugene C., Brody Spurlock, Evan Bridges, and so on. But what caught my eye is that when scrolling down, actually, all the way until the 35th place, we don't have a single European player in here, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think FaB on the 35th place here from the 90 XP, keep that in mind, leaderboard, is the only or the first European player here. So no European players in the top 32 so far in the leaderboard for 90 days XP. If we go to XP lifetime, of course, that changes because FaB is on the 11th place here. Nice. I really love to see this. But that just shows how strong those other regions around the world are at the moment. So my prediction with Pablo Pinto winning the World Championship might be a big bet because there are so many other good players around the world who are well trained at the moment. If we are looking at Elo though, things change up drastically because Pablo Pinto is sitting at the first place at Elo rating for global here. And then Bartosz, second place And I think we see a lot more European names here overall in the top 16, but also top 32. So things get a little bit spicy here. And I think the Europeans are known for that, right? They are the bombs that can come in from the side and just take it. But I also thought, let's look in on Michael, because the first world champion actually in Flesh and Blood was Michael Hamilton. And there are a few other Michaels in Flesh and Blood too who are very, very well known to being very outstanding players. So I just typed in Michael and saw that actually when looking at Michaels, Michael Feng is the first of the Michaels. And just when looking down, Michael Hamilton is coming in here too. So maybe we will also see Michael taking the World Championship. We don't know yet. We didn't have it yet that one player, made it to win two World Championships in Flesh and Blood. But I just wanted to make this up. The possibility is there, and I would love to see it. Also, when typing in Alexander, I noticed my name is not in here. Of course not. I'm just joking. But our last year's World Champion actually, keep in mind, only for XP 90 days, our last year's World Champion, Alexander, is not in here for the top 50 Alexanders, around the world. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think my eyes are that bad that I'm not seeing his name on this list. Though Alexander Vora here, shout out to you, first Alexander of the world here for XP 90 days. So what hero actually will win the World Championship? And like I said, my big prediction is Pablo Pinto will be our next World Champion for Flesh and Blood. And I'm not sure if Pablo actually plays any of these heroes that I will mention now, because I have three actually that I would love to see win the World Championship. But maybe, Pablo, maybe you don't win the World Championship, but maybe another player that plays one of these heroes that I will just mention. But for sure, I'm hoping that Pablo is playing one of those three heroes. Though, let's come to the predictions. My first big prediction would be actually Kano. I would really love to see Kano win the World Championship. I would love to see the world burn here in Flesh and Blood. We see he has some wins in the Progress season of week 3 for London. But we see he's not a top hero here in this last meta for the ProQuest London of week 3. Whether Aurora, Enigma, and Florian were the top 3 heroes in this week. But I just wanted to make this up. I think Kano does have a chance. Of course, I am not a player in the World Championship. What am I talking about? But the second hero actually that I would love to see win the World Championship is Viserai. I think, the last 3 years that I was active in Viserai was a very strong hero back then. Then he was kinda, off the radar, not really that good. And now he's making a comeback with the Rosetta cards. And so I would really love to see that some player, maybe even Pablo Pinto, will take Viserai to the World Championship and has so much knowledge about the meta and playing this hero in particular that he would be able to win the whole thing with Viserai. Just keep in mind, Classic Constructed is only one side of the medal of winning the World Championship. You need to be also an excellent drafter in Rosetta for the World Championship, to win the whole thing. So only predicting, the CC hero will not win you the World Championship, of course. So my third hero, and actually my favorite hero from this list, is Azalea. My favorite, would be actually to see Azalea win the whole thing. Though I think from the conversations that I had with pro players competing in the World Championship the last week, is Azalea maybe she has a chance, but she is definitely not a top pick for this World Championship. So let's come actually to the very interesting part about this prediction, and that is the Team Cup. And I was a little bit confused at first when reading through all this Team Cup thingy here on the Flesh and Blood website. But basically the Team Cup, the Team Cup is for every national championship. So every country that has had a national championship in this year can have a Team Cup team. And so that means that 3 players actually in most cases, the 3 best players from this country, from this year's ranking, will be in that team, and they will fight for the Team Cup champion. so the team cup champion. And basically 3 players will be on this team. At first, of course, the national champion from this year, then the national finalist, so the second place of this year's championship, and then also the highest ranked ELO rating player of this year's on the national leaderboard. If that player happens to be one of the 2 players from the first and second place of the national championships, then yeah, another player from down below gets that invite. And my big assumption is that hopefully the German team will win the team cup, of course. I am German, so I'm rooting for my national team. And also I was commenting on the national championship in Germany this year. So I would be really proud to see this. So thumbs down, thumbs pressed for you guys. And actually when looking at the leaderboard, I noticed something pretty interesting, because an overall ELO rating, Tom is actually the first player in Germany, and he also made it to the second place of the national championship this year and also last year's. So it would be super amazing to see Tom win in the Team Cup team. Also, I talked to Christian. Christian is not playing in this year's World Championship in Osaka, so Kevin Zenka might be the player to look for in the third player in the Team Cup for the national champion team in Germany. And I noticed also here on the FaBTCG side, there is a list of players invited to participate in Team Cup has been published here. But honestly, if I open this link, I'm not sure if it works for you, but I don't get the list. I'm getting redirected to the exact same page for the World Championship Osaka. So I am not sure if, I am right here or wrong. Let me know down in the comments. But I also wanted to mention, I would also be very happy to see 2 particular players in the World Championship. And maybe these are also having, a niche in this. So at first, I really would love to see Max Digman doing really well in the World Championship, because I know he won the national championship in Spain 2 times already, and then this year he made second place. So I think Max might be a player that not everybody has on their radar. And so Max, I would be really happy to see you on the top, maybe in the top 8. We will see. And then also Sander. Sander, I'm not sure if you have checked your phone. I actually messaged you if you're playing in this year's Team Cup, but I assume so. So because Sander won the national championship in the Netherlands this year, and Sander is a good friend of mine, so I would be also happy for sure to see him doing really good in the World Championship. But I can't know it all. It's just an assumption. And let's come actually to one thing that I think everybody would love to see here from the World Championship. And Lee Kimber just posted on Facebook these beautiful photos here, just from the Flesh and Blood store, I guess, from Tokyo. And there you can see these beautiful, exclusive Worlds promos, the Japanese alt arts, also in the Japanese language here, at least these 4 for Dori, Ira, the new Ira, the adult one. I'm really excited about it. I will also play this Sunday in the 5th year anniversary championship in my local game store. And also I wanted to just mention this because I have to admit it. I am a little bit sad that I can't be at the World Championship in Osaka this year, but that is a well thought through decision for me. And I know a lot of you also wanted to go to Osaka and can't make it there. So let's just remember, guys, coming back to the page here, that we will have the opportunity to watch it all in the very nice coverage here from LSS. And the coverage dates are also here very well laid out down here in this coverage table. And so you have all the information that you need to tune in to this year's World Championship Osaka stream. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in today's video. Let me know down in the comments what your predictions are. If you agree with me, if you have other opinions, what your favorite players are, and if you are playing in the World Championship in Osaka, let me know that. And that's it from my side. If you like this video, give it a like as well. Subscribe to the Fabled Academy if you haven't, and also check out another Flesh and Blood video on my channel. We see us there, guys.